Former Chelsea defender William Gallas says they shouldn't move for Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. Instead, Gallas insists they need to back Nicholas Jackson. He told Lord Ping, Victor Osimhen joining Chelsea would harm the confidence of players like Nicholas Jackson. You have to be careful and really think about bringing in a new striker. As I said before, I think Chelsea should finish the season with Jackson and see how many goals he gets. We also need to see how he improves. He has the quality to do so. Chelsea need to let Jackson get to work. Scoring goals will always boost the confidence of a striker, and Jackson's hat-trick against Tottenham will definitely boost him, and we'll see that confidence carry over into his next games. Chelsea need a striker who'll score at least 20 goals a season. I don't know if Jackson will do that, but at least he's scoring. I hope more goals come for him. I think Chelsea should stick with the squad they have. They've bought so many players, and the squad needs to get to know each other. It's looking like Chelsea are slowly starting to improve. I said a few months ago that the Chelsea squad isn't ready to fight for the title or qualify for the Champions League. They will, however, improve from last season. I'm sure that they'll be very strong next season and the one after. Manchester City, the reigning Premier League champions, have their sights set on Chelsea defender Reece James as a potential heir to veteran right-back Kyle Walker. The Independent reports that City is keen on signing James and views the dynamic England international as an ideal replacement for Walker, who turned 33 in May. Reece James, 23, has long been on City's radar, with the club earmarking him as Walker's successor even as early as last summer. The young talent's name has consistently cropped up in discussions at the Etihad Stadium. However, Walker, a crucial player in Pep Guardiola's squad, recently extended his contract until 2026, highlighting his importance to the team. While Manchester City's interest in James is clear, the club is not the only one eyeing the talented right-back. Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti reportedly sees James as a potential successor to 31-year-old Dani Carvajal, adding further to the rising star's appeal. Nevertheless, James has never expressed a desire to leave Chelsea, the club that nurtured his talent from their prestigious academy. In fact, the young defender's commitment to Chelsea was further solidified when he was named the team's new captain this summer following the departure of Cesar Azpilicueta. Excitingly, fans may witness a battle between James and Walker on Sunday when Chelsea faces Manchester City in a highly anticipated Premier League clash at Stamford Bridge. Both players bring immense skill, pace, and defensive prowess, making it a thrilling contest to watch. Christopher Nkunku has become a more familiar face around Cobham of late, and he's also started appearing frequently in photos released from the training ground, documenting his improving rehab progress. Recent reports have guessed that he could be back soon after the international break, just in time for the busy festive season, and it sounds like the 25-year-old himself is pushing for that date, November 25th, as well, as confirmed by Mauricio Pochettino in Friday's press conference. We had some conversation and he said to me, "Coach, I want to be ready for after international break, Newcastle." I asked him yesterday and he said, and I said, "You are a liar." No, I am ready. It is close and he is doing really well. We are so happy with him, the way he is recovering, he is very professional. Romeo Lavia is also close. They trained today on the pitch. Hope that next week we'll be involved with the team and see after. Day by day see when it is possible to play with the team. The Brazilian veteran continues to bewilder as the Premier League's Benjamin Button. His ability to take a long-range pass down on his chest before playing out from the back may be unparalleled, and the consummate ease he often reads the game with always impressive. On Sunday he took responsibility. Chelsea felt unjustly punished when Erling Haaland scored his penalty, and Silva looked to capture that indignation and claimed the ball in his arms and quickly looked to get it back in the center circle for the Blues to utilize the fire clearly present in the stadium. The 39-year-old led the fight himself and found space at the near post to hit Chelsea level. In doing so, he became the West London side's oldest ever goalscorer. Only Teddy Sheringham, Dean Windass, and Ryan Giggs have scored Premier League goals at an older age than Silva. Unfortunately, it was not all positive for Silva, who appeared to misread the flight of the ball when Manuel Akanji leveled the scores in first-half stoppage time. Of course, the City defender should not have been as free as he was, with Enzo Fernandez having left his man earlier and the player at Chelsea tried to push out. Even more brutally, Chelsea's fourth goal deflected off of the former PSG and AC Milan star to hand the visitors a late lead. Nevertheless, Silva proved a leader on the pitch and a useful conduit for Pochettino's messages, with the pair sharing a lengthy conversation moments before the restart. His position will come under greater scrutiny with Benoit Badiashile waiting in the wings, but he judged the temperature well on Sunday to ensure the Blues could take advantage. His message following the game was simple, and something hopefully that Chelsea's young squad can buy into. He said, "Fight until the end. This is Chelsea." "Did you have fun?" was the question from Pep Guardiola after his press conference following Chelsea and Manchester City's 3-3 draw at Stamford Bridge, just before he walked out, with a smile beaming across his face. In all honesty, Pep, as far as games of football go, every single person watching that match will certainly have had plenty of fun. "It's Chelsea," Guardiola kept saying in his post-match press conference. It was like he expected what unfolded in front of his eyes to be the case. But the truth of the matter is, that version of Chelsea was nowhere to be seen throughout the whole of last season. The game had everything. Goals, contentious refereeing decisions, the inevitable VAR drama, pouring rain. Even Jack Harlow was there cheering the Blues on. Stamford Bridge was truly a cauldron of noise. Something we have not seen at all yet this season. And, when thinking back, there were no instances where it was as loud and hostile last season than it was on Sunday afternoon. Even Anthony Taylor could not ruin the Chelsea fans' mood, although he did try his best at times. "Winners never give up," midfielder Moises Caicedo said to Chelsea's official website prior to the game. "If you have a bad game, or things are not going like you wanted, it's frustrating because you always want to win, or always want to go home happy." Those pre-match thoughts from Caicedo could not have summed up Chelsea's mentality on Sunday anymore. The Blues fell behind on 3 separate occasions against the champions, who looked destined to win when Rodri's shot was deflected past Robert Sanchez. But it was not to be. Chelsea just kept coming. The hosts leveled the match in stoppage time after Armando Broja was fouled inside the box and Cole Palmer was on hand to equalize against his former club. Palmer did his best not to celebrate the goal out of respect for the club he left in the summer transfer window, but his teammates did not get the memo. There was an inevitable pylon in front of the raucous Matthew Harding stand. One of the main reasons this was the case is because Pochettino wanted to have a go at City. He did not show the champions, last season's treble winners, the respect that other sides tend to do on a weekly basis. He wanted all 3 points. He wanted blood. And what it led to was an absolute masterpiece of the beautiful game. An absolutely chaotic week is now over. Now we head into an international break that an exhausted Pochettino, as he admitted after the game, has time to keep going with this project that is indeed showing signs of progressing.